Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here at Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Tannehill. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry out of the pistol. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
To throw, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got Fuller. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. A solid stiff arm. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Check 50, check 50.
Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
You. Hey, Mike, 50.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Hines.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, some strong running. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best touchdown, Colts.
Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again to Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. This from 54 yards away. Bullock's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Flush to his right.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Second down and 3. Kaepernick going to throw. This is caught. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Colin Kaepernick taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards, and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It was a little bit of a surprise when DeForest Buckner was traded from the San Francisco 49ers to the Indianapolis Colts prior to the 2020 season, but it sure paid off for Indy. Named All-Pro for the first time with 9.5 sacks.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 91!
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Kaepernick to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. There's a nice move. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 28 yards. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Colts, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans,